Hi all, back with more Fields of Fire. Still plays testing Volume 3, Falcon's War. This is the Goose Green campaign mission 4. This is my part 13, just about to move on to game turn 9. So yeah, a lot happened in the last few parts. That last part just seemed to be a good result in the end. Yeah, just taking care of this bunker. Well, 2 paralysed units on the bunker. We've got an assault team in there pinned, I think. And I mean, that's the last. That is obviously the potential contacts went away, so now we just need to secure that card, which means we need a unit on it and no enemies on it. I think that's how it is, isn't it? And that would be a successful mission because we've cleared enough, 11 other cards or something you had to clear, 9, 10, 11 other cards, whatever it was. So it does look like we should be able to get away with this. Now, the problem is that this is definitely going to start firing at us when we clear that card. So, and we've nothing left. I say we didn't use up our artillery fire mission, we just sat there and let it get destroyed, which was such a waste. Just watching back again, why did I not just fire that into that card that time? You know, even if it done nothing to it, at least it just smoked it out. We wouldn't have had all this damage. Now, one thing I've been thinking about, we do only have an additional 2 casualties from all this destruction. So sitting with a total of 4 casualties doesn't sound quite so bad. I mean, the rest of the stuff is lats, which will be able to get put back into it at the end of the. I mean, they can still get put back in at the end. One thing I'm going to have to watch for, I've got 1, 2, 3 machine guns there that I'll tell you something else that's quite interesting. You get a lat from the artillery forward observer. That's kind of a bit of a freebie, isn't it? Because you don't need to patch him up. You don't need to put him back together at the end, do you? I don't think. So whatever lat we got from that, we could use to put back in. What I'm thinking here, we've got 3 machine guns that I need to watch that I've got 3 lats available for them, or I'm not going to be able to bring them back. And I think I could still do that. I mean, I could bring these 2 sections back, probably bring them back as 3 steps if I wanted to. I mean, I don't think I'm going to have the ability to have the commands to do all that, to bring these back while we're in the mission anyway, so. But even still, when it comes to the end of the mission, I think I could use, like, say that stretcher team, paralysed team, to bring back that as a 3-step section and maybe ignore the machine gun. Is that not silly though? I think I had that at the end of the last mission, didn't I? Well, not the last mission, the one before, where there was swithering about leaving a machine gun, not actually replacing it. I think that's a bit daft though, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. And obviously, trying to bring them back before the end of the mission's more useful. Well, if you can get up to assault teams. I just don't think I'm going to have the means. Well, on saying that, I don't think we're going to do in with our platoon. I think all for this card, these are just going to have to sit here and take this. It's pinned again, and then this is going to have to soak the fire for this. This is probably comfortable enough. And then what we've got here, well, what have we got? We've got 2 sections. Yeah, we brought another one back. So I think I'm going to put everything up into here. Or maybe not chuck it all up. I mean, this is turn 9 just now. So turn 10. But we've got good cover. We've got a light building. Or when they vacate that bunker, that's even better, because that's a +3, the bunker. And the card itself is a +2. Okay, this is going to fire us with heavy weapons, remember. So we're likely to take some grief from that. And there's no way I can't move up onto that card and maybe think about dropping smoke. I'm not allowed to go up on that card. So there's nothing I can put into that card to block its line of sight from coming out. I can't move on the card to force it to fire on myself, so I'm just going to have to hope for the best. But I reckon we could still have something on this card at the end of turn 10 and no enemies on it. It does look good now. For a moment, I mean, back a couple of turns ago, I think it was the end of turn 7, wasn't it, when things started going wrong. I was thinking, oh my god, I'm not going to complete this. But okay, unfortunately, I didn't bring my glasses up now, so I'm using the glasses I use beside the computer. They're good for looking at the computer, not this button. I can't be bothered going down the stairs to get them just now, so I'll make do. So yeah, well, we'll see what commands we get. As for bringing things, well, we can't bring the machine guns back within the game, within the mission anyway. We do have 2 sections that we could bring back, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so moving on to turn 9. Just looking at commands there. Obviously, we've not got our Sergeant Major now as well. This isn't terrible. 3rd platoon being at 0, and remember, he's green. He's not undercover, so that adds to the problem of, am I going to be able to patch this up? And the answer's probably unlikely, you know. I think we were able to come across here. Well, we did. We brought another section back, didn't we? But there's nothing else kicking about, is there? I mean, even that's 1st platoon. Well, we can get this moving up into here now, can't we? Because there's no fire coming from there, so that might help too. Oh yeah, maybe, well, I don't know. Well, maybe actually. Move this up into here, have it attack in here, and the chances shift fire. Yeah. Well, actually, no, they won't because they're pinned. Okay, right. Let's get things started. Don't think there was any rulesy things to talk about. I feel like there was something on my mind, but I can't think what it was. But I think I've talked about everything that came up recently. Right, let's just go on that. I'm unlikely to. Well, you know what? There's a possibility I might be able to finish the mission tonight. It's possible. I think there's still an awful lot to sort of think about though, so we'll see. Well, let's push on and see anyway. So friendly higher HQ event, there is not one, so that's probably good. And then, right, friendly command phase. So COHQ, where is he? He's here on his own now, I think. Yeah, here on his own. Yeah, see, I can't even. Well, let's get how many commands he's getting for. So he's veteran, he's undercover. So a +2 to the 4. See, that's good. So 6 on top of the 2 that he had. But bear in mind, you can always only spend 6 anyway. So, but it means he's got a minimum of 2 next turn. Now, are we activating everybody? Well, the answer's probably yes to that. Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't. So 1, 2, 3. Well, hang on. That's the 3 platoons. Where is the second in command? Yeah, he's up beside 1st platoon as well. Yeah. I'm going to activate him as well. So I've got 2 more possible commands I could spend. I mean, I could push him up a little further. I mean, I don't want to take the risk, but I mean, if I had him on this card and if we weren't getting fired on, then last turn, he could maybe patch some things up, but it's not something I can really take the chance with just now, I don't think. Well, here's the thing though, each new mission, if I was to lose my COHQ, yeah, but you don't want to risk that, do you, Grant? And then not be able to have anything activated in the last turn. Yeah, let's not think about that, really. Well, I mean, the other problem is most of the stuff's pinned, isn't it? This is the only thing that's not pinned. And the second command's over there. Yeah. Tell you what, second platoon has 5 commands saved. How about he was to maybe go up there, the platoon HQ was to maybe go up here and try and do something with him. Take a little chance with him. But then again, if he gets shot up, and he would keep the experience, whereas the company HQ, I think, whatever mission you're on, they start at a certain experience, don't they? Like when we started this mission, does it not tell you? I can't remember how you start. Your experience right is B company there. Yeah, depends what your company's like. Oh no, does that count? I think it does, yeah. Sorry. I'm thinking they don't matter, but they do. If I was to... Right, that's the one from C company, which isn't really the company, is it? But I mean, the company HQ started as veteran. So if I was to use this again at the end, and he had got maybe brought back as line, or was a casualty and had to be brought back as green, then that's what he would start as if he was to carry on the next mission, wouldn't it? Yeah. Right. I feel like I should be using up all my commands, but... Well, what I could do... Yeah, that's a good idea. What I could do is move up here and create the command aid post. The other casualties here, but like I say, that's not a card I really want to go to. So I'm going to move him up there under the cover for one more. He's got one more command he can spend. He is going to be exposed. And he's under the cover with the rest of them. And then he's going to spend his last command that he can spend. He's got 2, so he saves the other ones, which is 2. So he's saved 2 there. And to create that commanded post there, so at least we'll evacuate that casualty. Yeah, I think that's about the best we can get. Right, one thing I'm going to have to remember here is, which I recently found out, that if I want to shift fire onto this card here, whoever gives him the order to do that has to be able to see this card. And he's from 2nd platoon, so he can't give that order to shift fire from there because I can't see the card. However, they could just move up there. Because I'm wondering... See, I don't know if I should just push everything up onto this card now, in this white building. What's going to happen in the... Well, these are pinned and paralysed, pinned under cover. So what is their activity? Pinned under cover. They could carry out no action, or they could rally, which is rallying the pin marker off them. And in actual fact, I should have that pin marker on top, just to show that. And that's how usually I have it, isn't it? Right, so the pinned under cover, so either no action, rally, or they would fall back. If they fall back, that's fine. That's not a problem. If they rally, I don't think it's a problem either, because that's going to be happening in an activity check. In the capture segment, capture any paralysed or water team alone on a card. Alone on a card. Oh dear. There's 2 paralysed teams. So do they aid each other and not being able to get captured? kind of the way it's worded. I think so. 3.5.1. Let's see if there's any more info in the rulebook for that. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, it does say alone. I mean, this paralysed team is not alone on this card. It's got another paralysed team. The other thing we need to remember is this guy needs to be unpinned to be able to capture them. Or it needs to be an unpinned unit that's got a VOF rating. So that's something as well. I wonder if I wonder if the intention of that is because they're both just paralysed teams, that they're both alone. I don't know. I think you're hunting for something that's maybe... Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to ask a question here, but I don't think I need to. I mean, it's written there. Any paralysed... Let's take the water team out of it, right? So the wording would be any paralysed team alone on a card. So if I'm looking at this paralysed team, he's not alone on a card. He's got another paralysed team with it. And then if I look at the other one, it's the same. That really kind of sucks then, because that does mean we need one of them to either fall back or become a casualty. Yeah, I'm going to take the literal reading of that alone on a card. I'm still wondering if that is the intention though. And the thing is, me actually attacking them, there's no guarantee you're going to get a casualty result. You know, I could turn over an L result, an F result, an A result, and that actually improves their status. So in some ways, I don't want that to happen. I just want one of them to fall. If one of them fell back, the other one's going to get captured. If one of them rallies, they would actually retreat, wouldn't they? If either of them were to rally, they would retreat before getting captured. Well, assuming them, let's just say they both rallied their pin marker off them. Then in the retreat segment, they're going to be unpinned paralysed teams under a VOF. So they're going to retreat. And that would work as well for us. Which kind of makes me think here that I don't want to push things up. Oh, that's another paralysed team here. Was looking for that for a reason? No. No, he's not going to do anything actually because he's not got a VOF and all. Unless I start attacking him, he'd just fall back. But I don't need to bother with him. I'm just not sure how to go about this. Right, I've got some strange ideas here, but I think I'm going to activate first platoon. Okay, so he is veteran, and he is undercover. He's got one command save, so he's veteran undercover, so that's a +2. So I'd like a big number here as well. That'll do. 3 + 2 is 5. On top of the one that he had, 6. So he can spend all 6. Now, what I'm thinking here is I'd like to get this guy unpinned, for sure. what I think I'm going to do is not. I'm going to cease fire on this, and I'm just going to let him. Well, here's the thing. The second in command's there. Well, I've drawn a card now. Maybe I should have thought about using him. Okay. Right, I'm going to spend one command. Yeah. And I'm going to send the first platoon HQ. I'm going to attempt to infiltrate under this white building. Now I need to watch this. He's pinned. But I'm infiltrating under the white building. Now he is moving by himself. Right, he's veteran. So I'm going to get a 3-card draw for infiltrate here to start with. I'm hoping this is sounding like some kind of sensible thing to try. Right, 3-card draw looking for infiltrate. We kind of need this. Oh, no. Reshuffle. Come on. 3 crosshairs. Right, I need to reshuffle that before I exhort, don't I? If I'm going to exhort. Well, I think. Do you care though, Grant? Do you really care? Well, maybe, yeah. Because if the 2 paralysed teams do disappear... Oh, hold on. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, I think I might have made a mistake here. I think you should stop just now, Grant. Right, let's see here. I'll tell you what it is I'm thinking about. So at the moment, I've failed my infiltrate attempt, but I'll show you what I'm thinking about here. I've got this horrible feeling that when we moved on to this card with this assault team, that this might well have opened fire on us. Now, it's got its own units there, yeah, but I'm kind of hoping there's something that will stop this from happening, but I've got a bad feeling that they would open fire on that card. If that's the case, let me see if I can find that here. There's definitely a bit that says that the enemy they don't care if there's enemies and friendlies on the card. Whereas for us, we would not automatically open fire on that card when a friendly move on. I think the enemy's different. I do remember seeing, I'm going to find the words. I'm just not finding it. I'm not finding it at 6.1. So I wonder if it's in the enemy side of things. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe I'm not thinking about it properly. Look, this is the bit I was thinking. Unlike your units, enemy units will open fire on a jointly occupied card in order to fire on the unit which triggered that. So... yeah, I think... I wonder if a question's looming here. So here's 6.1. So a non-engaged unit opens fire, becomes engaged with its basic VOF when it has a spotted eligible target within range and line of sight. This is automatic and mandatory. This may happen whenever changes occur on the map. So, for example, movement of friendly and enemy units. Well, I moved that assault team onto that card, but there's friendly units already on that card. Will he start firing at that, not caring about his friendlies? Oh no, hold on. Friendly units will not automatically open fire in a car when units from both sides are present. Oh no. It doesn't say enemy units will not. Why does it not just say it there? I mean, it kind of does spell it out there, but yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. I think I'd like to just ask the question, because it kind of tells me there that that's the reason it's telling you that friendly units will not automatically open fire in a car where units from both sides are present, whereas it doesn't say enemy units will not. And then the other bit in the enemy side of things was friendly fire, wasn't it? Unlike your units, enemy units will open fire on a jointly occupied card. But the wording after that is, it carries on, in order to fire on the unit which triggered that. That's not what's happening here. Yeah, I get the feeling this is going to be bad though. Okay, well, I've went and asked the question, because just a couple of things in the rule, unless it's written more clearly somewhere else in the rules, which it may well be, and I kind of hope it is, because I don't find the two incidents that I've just pointed out to make it clear. I guess I'm trying to dodge this one, because if this would have opened up when we moved on that card, then yeah, I want to say that's going to totally change things, isn't it? Well, we would have checked a -2. However, we would have been checking a -3 from that. And we would have still checked a crossfire. We would have been checking a -4 on that assault team. And the fact he got pinned suggests to me that the card wasn't great, and could end up meaning he took a worse result than that. And not only that, that then means that this is firing on this card as well. Although I suppose if you consider that, we would need to check. Well, hold on. Did we not fire rockets and the likes on this? Because if this fired on this card was -3 heavy weapons, then they're getting the worst of that as well. But I get the feeling we did get a result with a rocket, did we not? You know what? We got a hit result on them anyway, so that's all you can. We obviously did not get a hit result on that. We must have just got a pinned result. Well, that's kind of stumped me now, so I'm gonna have to wait and find this out for sure. And then if it is the case that that guy would be firing, well, could I look back on that and see? I need to look back and see the combat result of this assault team. I mean, we could get lucky. I get the feeling we're not, though, because I think we've got an extra -2. Because I would have been checking automatic weapons, crossfire, and then he's in a +2 cover, +2 light building, +4 -2, so I would have been checking on a +2. However, if this was firing with -3, it would be a -4. Yeah, it'd be a 0 I'd be checking, wouldn't it? Well, let's go and have a look back then. Let me go and have a look. And it wouldn't matter to them, because like I say, I think they were getting rockets. They were concentrated fire on anyway. I'm pretty sure we got a rocket on them. Well, whether it might have been from that guy or these. Actually, I think it might have been from him, because I don't think they had any rockets left, did they? So let me check on a 0 on that then. Yeah, I get the feeling that could be bad. It could be a hit. Okay, we get away with it. Now, when I was doing the combat, I mean, you can do it in any order you want, so it's not that I done it out of turn. I usually do my guys first, which I did, and then I done their guys. And then when I was doing this guy, I think he was the last one to do, I realised that I hadn't done my assault team because he was obviously on this card too. I had forgot about it. I then drew the card for it on a plus. I counted it a +2 because he's +2, +4, -2. And it was a pin result. And I just looked at the card just now, just looked back in the video, and a 0 went. Now, if this had been firing with -3 in here, he would have been taking +4, -3 for that, and -1 for the crossfire. I'm pretty sure that still counts, right? Because it's an additional, it's a modifier, a VOF modifier. So pretty sure it still counts. So the -3 from that, and the -1 from that, takes it down to 0. And what do you know? A 0 on the card was a pin as well. Just a -1 was a hit. A 0 was just a pin. So the result will still be the same if this guy was firing. So at least we've got that going for us. However, see, here's the thing. I would probably not have moved this guy up now if I'd known that this is firing on that card, because my plan here is to just move up here onto this card, unpin this guy, have this assault team firing at the paralysed units, removing this fire, cease fire with this, and just having it firing at that. The whole point of infiltrating up was to hopefully succeed and then be able to unpin that guy and then move back onto the card. Now, I'm in the spot right now where I can still carry out this exhort. I've shuffled the deck. Well, why don't you can carry on, Grant. If I get the answer back that that's not... Well, here's the thing though. Although you've drawn cards, you've done your thing, so have you not just got to accept the worst here? Kind of do, don't I? It's just that I don't think I would have made this move if this guy was firing. Well, yeah, maybe I still would have, because I need to get this guy unpinned to have a chance of, capturing the guys for one thing. If they become unpinned, if they rally, I catch. No, I don't. You don't capture them, Grant. Like we've already said, one of them, they're not alone. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. While he's pinned, he cannot capture them. So if one of them was to move away, I cannot capture the other one because I'm pinned. I've not got an answer yet, I don't think. No. Well, I can wait and see. The result to this guy was just the same. If this is firing on us right now, yeah. Okay, let's do the exhort then. So I had 6 commands. I spent 1 to do the infiltrate action. We've failed. I'm going to spend 1 more to attempt to exhort that. We really kind of need this to work. If it doesn't work and this isn't firing on us, then there's not really a problem, but I'm fearing the worst with this. Okay, so I've spent my command, 1 card, the deck's just been reshuffled for infiltrate. We fail. Okay. Well, that's 2nd Platoon HQ up against it now as well then. So he's exposed and he's pinned. Right, so now we need to try and attempt to unpin that guy. So I'm going to spend 1 more command. That's 1st platoon, isn't it? It's 1st platoon. Yeah, because he's veteran, so that's good. So I'm going to attempt to unpin that assault team. And it's a veteran attempt. So we're looking for a rally, a 3-card draw. Looking for a rally. This kind of needs to work. No, come on, don't let me down. Oh, come on. I've got 3 more commands I can't spend. Right, I think I need to exhort that as well then. So I'm going to spend one more. This just isn't going very well. Right, one more card, looking for rally, and we don't get it. Oh my. Okay, desperation then. Well, you do have second in command that could send up. I'm just thinking I could bring one of the sections up now as well. I've got 2 more commands. Second in command, he's got 2 saved. So we've got 1-1 section, 1-2 section of first platoon. Yeah, they're both line anyway. One of the ones was one that I brought back. Okay, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, well, I kind of do need to do something else because I can't wait and use the second in command for this. Right, okay, I'm gonna give an order to bring this up as well. Attempting to infiltrate under the white building. I've got 1 command left, so we're attempting to infiltrate that section as line. So it's just a 2-card draw. No. What was the crosshairs floating about? That was a rally that time. So he fails as well. So he's exposed also. I know it's getting a little messy here, but what can you do? So they 2 are exposed. And this assault team's still pinned. The good thing is this squad is not pinned, so at the moment they're on this card, they're firing at this bunker with small arms now. Do I use the last action of first platoon to do this, or do I use a second in command? He is in there. I want to cease fire. Again though, yeah, I was watching back on a bit. I thought, well, actually, yeah, ceasing fire would remove that crossfire, which is maybe important. I was watching back on a bit where I ceased fired when this unit was firing heavy weapons in anyway. And I thought, well, didn't really need to spend that command to cease fire, Grant. It wasn't spend. Oh, actually, it might have been. It might have been spending machine gun ammunition. Don't think it was. Now I thought you could have just left that because it's taking the heavy weapons fire anyway, and you spent 1 command where you didn't need to bother. But right now we would remove this crossfire if we cease fire. Well, hold on though, Grant. Well, yeah, and you're firing a machine gun, to be honest. But I think I'm gonna shift fire onto this with this. Oh, that's something for the second in command to do as well, because he can see that card. Yeah, please remember that, Grant. In fact, I might activate the second in command next. I prefer to keep them to the end, but because initially I was thinking move second platoon HQ up into here, but with this shift fire, oh no, it can't. It's pinned. It's pinned. So the fact it's pinned, I should maybe just platoon move up into here anyway. Right, but we're not finished with first platoon. So what's second in command going to do? It's not going to have nothing to do. I think we save that 1 command for first platoon. We saved that. Yeah. What I think I'm going to do, I could do with taking a break just now anyway. And this has went on 40 minutes and I hardly got anything done really. So yeah, I'm not going to finish this mission tonight. What I might do is take a little break here though and come back and finish this part, hopefully this turn. Yeah, I'd like to do that. We've still got, well, you've only done first platoon, Grant. The second, third, and the second in command to do. So I'm just going to go and pause though. I mean, I know it is 40 minutes. Yeah, I don't want to call that part. I think this might be a long part though. And I'll let some time to settle to see if I can answer back regarding if this should be firing in here. Because that might change some things up, maybe. Oh, I forgot. They're on same card. They're not just pinned undercover, are they? They're pinned on same card undercover. So, yeah. To be honest, well, actually, no. They've got the same sort of chance of no action. I don't want them to have no action. I'd rather they rallied or fell back. There's still a chance they could carry out no action. If they both carry out no action, just sit there, that's not a good result for me. Right, okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to go and pause just now. Now, what have you done? You've not fired any concentrate fires or rockets or anything. See, that's the other thing. I could throw a grenade in there. I'm not fussed about really hitting this, so that's the thing. Because there's a chance if I hit them, they could become better. They could become a fire team or something that's going to fire back at me. So I don't want that. I just want them off the card. I want them to move away. So as for throwing grenades at them, am I missing something there? I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to take a break for now. I'm just going to go and pause. And yeah, I should get back to this tonight, hopefully. Okay, cheers. Hi all. Right, back to continue where we left off. This is part 13, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I've been away for a few hours. The situation, we've activated first platoon. We've got second, third, and second in command activated, but not drawn cards for. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get, am I going to get this turn finished? I'm not too sure, to be honest. This has went pretty slow up today, isn't it? 43 minutes. I think I've been struggling again. So yeah, but just before I press record though, I thought I'd look over a few things. So I think I'm going to activate second platoon next. Yes, So second platoon's here undercover. He's a line. He's got 5 commands saved though, so undercover he's going to get a +1. Wow, that's a bit overkill. So that's 5 + 1 is 6 on top of the 5 that he had. There's 11, isn't it? Okay. So, yeah. Can he make use of using all 6 commands? Because he should really 6. What did I say I had? I had 5, and I got another 6 there. It's 11. Yeah. So 11 less 6 is going to leave 5. So it's more than likely for the last turn he's going to have a full 6 commands. So he can quite easily use the 6 here, but well, I was thinking of platoon moving up into here undercover and then shifting fire and then possibly launching that rocket. Is there a rocket? No, there's not. There's not a rocket. Okay. So yeah, I don't really think I do have the use for 6 commands. Well, here again, you know, I could move the 2nd platoon HQ up into here and try and start unpinning things, or at least I could upgrade the stretcher team to a fire team, assault team, maybe move it away. But because there's fire on that card, it just feels kind of risky. I think try and do something to this, and then hopefully on the last turn with 3rd platoon, 2nd platoon, and I'd like to move the 2nd in command across to here as well, I think, so that he could move on there and try and just have more than one that could patch things up here, just to see if we can finish that. I mean, yeah, we've still got this situation. I still haven't had an answer back. I'm assuming Andrew's not around regarding this. So I'm gonna have to find out the answer. I'm gonna have to need to know the answer to that before we resolve the end of this turn combat, for sure. Well, I could maybe work out some numbers, but I think it'd be better knowing for sure if this guy is actually firing on the card or not. I think it'd be better waiting to find that out. Okay, so 2nd platoon. Does he? Yeah, because we've got 2 machine guns. They've actually only spent, I want to say they've spent 2 ammunition. No, they've only spent 1 ammunition. The machine guns. So let's. Will we? Yeah, let's platoon move up. Let's platoon move up under this cover with these 3 units. Right, okay. And I wasn't going to do this at first because I was worried about this shifting fire. And in some ways I was worried about shifting fire, but also thought it might be a good thing, relieve the pressure on this. In fact, if this was to shift fire, right, it'd be a good thing, because these would then be pinned and not under VOF, be able to unpin, and then for the last turn, hopefully we try and do something to them. But yeah, the fact are they going to stay pinned? They are, aren't they? Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? Everything there is pinned apart from that stretcher team. I mean, yeah, I've not yet activated 3rd platoon, but that's true. He's pinned. He's gonna get. Yeah, we need to activate 2nd in command next, Grant, and move him across. Okay, so that's 2 commands. I've got 1, 2, 3. I can still spend 4 commands. First one, now we do have line of sight, so we're given the order. We do have line of sight on this. We're going to shift fire. So that's going to come off, go to there. Now that's going to remove that crossfire, which I'm not so worried about. And remember, this is firing on the card at this. Admittedly only with small arms, because our assault team is pinned. We are still getting automatic weapons from this, but I think I'm going to give this a ceasefire order anyway. I think so, yeah. So hang on, yeah, I gave a shift fire order there, so that's down to 8. So I've got 3 more commands. I might as well try to spend them all. We've not got a rocket. We do have a section. And I suppose you could concentrate fire with one of the machine guns if you want to. Hang on, so that's not upgraded as fire. Yeah, this is now automatic weapons and a crossfire. So automatic weapons, crossfire. That's cause we're firing from both. Yeah, it's not. Well, no, I don't think it is. It's not going to matter, is it? Is it? If they stay pinned into this next turn, the pinned recovery segment is way late in the turn, isn't it? Yeah. I really needed... Yeah, I really need them not to be firing on this turn. But the chances of that... Well, there is a chance if they both... Well, not just they both retreat. If that section retreats, if it falls back, then they are then not firing on that card. We get to unpin all these guys, and then maybe there's a chance of patching some of that up. I think the fact, because they're all pinned, it's going to be impossible to, I think, do an awful lot with them. Right, okay. So we've shifted fire, we've platoon move, we've shifted fire, so will we concentrate fire then? Well, we might as well. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to give an order for that section to concentrate fire. That is 2-2. So yeah, that is line. So we're going to give that an order to concentrate fire. Wait a minute. Stop. If we move up onto that card, that removes the fire grant. So let me rethink. Let me rethink that shift fire just now. I'll take that command back. Actually, I think I've spent 2 more commands. We platoon moved for 2. Yeah, let's just say we're platoon moved and this is still in place. Let me put that over there just now. Well, that should be all pinned still. So let's just rewind a little bit. Well, platoon moved up to here. Yeah, I think it kind of... If I send this section, because it's not exposed, if I attempt to infiltrate up with that section onto here, and they're going to stop firing on that card. They're going to fire on the section. Yeah, definitely. Because I don't need to be doing damage. I'm just trying to patch some of this up, and this is this is the only card that I need to deal with. I'm not trying to really eliminate anything else. Yeah, so let's give a command to attempt to infiltrate. You know what? He's got smoke on him as well. So I'm going to attempt to infiltrate with this section up onto this rolling moor. Yeah, and he's line quality. I've spent the command, so it's a 2-card draw looking for infiltrate. 1, 2. 2-card draw looking for infiltrate. No. I kinda maybe afford to exort that. I want to cease fire. I wish I'd cease fire with first platoon now. Now that I'm seeing... Well, mind you, Grant, the second in command can only get across to that card, so yeah, that's fine. Well, if I exhort, if I need to ceasefire, that's going to cost me one command. If I exhort and I fail, I've still got one command to seek cover, because I think that's what he would want to do. If he succeeds at infiltrating, I'm not going to seek cover. Okay. Yeah, I think I will exhort then. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's spend one extra command. I really can't. I'm struggling to work everything out here, so I'm just going to go for it. So I'm going to draw one more card to attempt to infiltrate. Let me fail. It's horrible when you exhort and it fails. Okay, so he's exposed. So I guess I should try and find him cover then. Okay, so we've got two more commands we can spend. I'm going to spend one more command to attempt to seek cover. Give us an order to seek cover. 2 card draw, he's a wine. So just 2 cards looking for cover. No, it's all going horribly wrong. I could exhort that with my last command, but that means then I can't. Well, that could be fine. So like you said, the second in command. Right, let me look at this. Second in command is going to ceasefire here. He's going to move to here. That's 2 commands. Let's just say we leave that. He's going to ceasefire. That's 3 commands. He's going to give that an order. Well, actually, I don't think I can, because these are all pinned. Well, that's the other thing. I want to try and unpin that guy before we draw a card. Ooh, yuck. But the fact that the second in command can only get to this card, he can only get an order to this section. And the platoon HQ. They're the only ones that have got radios. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ceasefire 6. He's got 2 saved, that means he's got to get 4. He is under cover. He's a wine, so he's getting a +1. This is all just to try and get this guy cover though, Gran, isn't it? I'm going to exhort this to try and find him cover. Is that a big deal? Oh, let's just do it. Right, so I'm going to spend the last command the second platoon. Well, the last command he can spend, he's saving another 5, which is nice, to exhort that seek cover. So I'm drawing one more card. And again, all my exhorts are going to pot. And that just really annoys you, doesn't it? Especially when you're like push for commands here. Right, yeah, so second in command now. He's got 2 saved. He's under cover. And he's a wine. So a +1 to this. Oh, yuck. That is not what we wanted. Oh, man. That means we've only got 5. 2 + 1 was 3 on top of the 2 he's got. And I think I counted up 6 I wanted to use, didn't I? Well, see, my question, this could be relevant to ceasing fire. Well, machine guns and all. Right, look, just do it. Just do it. Right, going to call a ceasefire here, right? That's going to come away. That's going to come away. Automatic weapons are staying. Then second command, I'm going to move him across to here under the cover. So in actual fact, they're all exposed under the cover. Right, 3 commands to spend. I'm going to leave this a second, I think. Because, yeah. Okay, I'm going to attempt to unpan. Oh, he didn't need to be adjacent to do that, did he? He does need to be adjacent to communicate with this guy. Yeah, okay, I'm going to spend a command to attempt to unpan the 3rd platoon HQ. That's coming from the line, second in command, so it's only a 2-card draw. Still got 2 commands you can spend. Looking for rally. Oh, good, okay, something's starting to happen. Right, so that's good. So that means that this guy, he's not panned. I'm going to put him down here beside the stretcher team. Getting messier. Right, so I suppose my thinking was to try and unpin the section now as well. And then well, can I call a ceasefire though? I think because they're all pinned, I need to be given somebody a command. Well, maybe I can. I don't know. Right, hang on. Where's ceasefire? Ceasefire. Cost 1. It's automatic. Any HQ or staff. So okay, it's the second in command. Any unit in communication exerting a VOF regardless of the chain of command. That works. I'm in communication with that, even though it's pinned. Now, if I look up pinned though, pinned units, what is that? That's a combat action. See, that's a. Oh, hang on. Combat actions allowed. None. But ceasefire and shiftfire orders given to a unit on the same card is assumed to reach them. Yeah, see, I can't give an order to himself. You know, if there was a fire team or whatever that wasn't pinned, that was firing, and I gave the order to the fire team to cease fire, then they would automatically cease fire as well. I don't think I can do that. Although the way it says there, any unit in communication. But hang on, Grant. Well, I'm in communication with him. That's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because you can only Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't feel like I can do that. I don't feel like I can communicate with him, even though we've got a radio and I can speak to him. And I know for a fact I can give him an order to attempt to unpin. But I mean, sure, if I can do that, I can tell him to cease fire. No. Another question is brewing. It's kind of important here because I've got 2 more commands and I'd like to. Well, again, like I've said, if this guy's firing heavy weapons on this card, it's kind of irrelevant. Oh, apart from me spending machine gun ammo. I think I've got 2 machine guns there, haven't I? I don't need to be firing on this card. But if I can give that a straightforward order to ceasefire, then I've got 1 command left, then I can call ceasefire on this. If I can't do that, I've got to attempt to unpin this, and then give an order to ceasefire. Okay, I did feel the need to ask a question again. It's kind of leaves me stuck again. It's a bit of a shame, actually. To be honest, my 3rd platoon's going to go next. Yeah, not undercover. He's green, remember, but he's now not pinned, so he's not going to get an extra. Oh, hold on. Oh, I might have glitched this as well. He's under a VOF grant. And you know what? He's not got any save commands. I think I've. Oh, no, maybe not. Look at this. So here's the command draw modifiers, right? So there's the one I'm talking about. Me, if he was pinned, I know he's green, he's getting a -1. I was thinking about the card, the HQ or staff's card has a VOF rating of S, A, or HGS or incoming. Well, it's not. It's all pinned. And it was all pinned before, so we've got away with that. Yeah, it was. It was all pinned. It was definitely all pinned before. In fact, twice now we've resolved combat and it's been all pinned fire. So okay. So second in command, he's got 2 commands left, and what I'd like to do is call a ceasefire, call a ceasefire. I don't know if I can do that. I kind of need to know the answer to that. Well, and again, I'm not so sure the answer to this question would matter if I might not even bother with this if they're firing with their heavy weapons on this card. Then again, let's just say this guy. Would he fall back though if he was falling on that card? Don't think so. No. Because nothing's firing at him, is it? His enemy activity is going to be not under fire, but as a valid target, he's going to concentrate fire, isn't he? So he's not going to fall back. So yeah, so it is important to know if this is firing heavy weapons in there, it doesn't really matter apart from me spending ammunition. I'm just trying to preserve my commands, not spend too many of them. Yeah, I think you're going to have to leave this till another day, Grant. You're up to an hour and 10 minutes and you're struggling to get anywhere here. Oh, okay, and I forgot something as well. When we move this guy up to here, let me see if I can make this a bit more space for this. Right, hang on a sec. Yeah, so when he moved up there, this guy, the enemy here, would now not fire on this card. You didn't need to draw for rally then, Grant. Yeah, divvy. That was the whole point of that. So this card's now not under fire. Yeah, well, I did want to unpin my platoon HQ though, to avoid the extra. Yeah. Hang on. It's not stopped us from firing there, but he's now not firing down there. We're firing across there. He's firing across there. He's firing on us on the card with all pinned, and we're firing on him on the card with small arms. It's just that section we've got up there. So that's the fire on the card. I know the PDF shouldn't be like that, but yeah, so we shouldn't have needed to draw for cards for the rally attempt because there's no VOF on this now. There's another thing there. You don't need to see, well, apart from the fact, well, actually, I don't think I've got machine guns. Yeah, I do. That one is a machine gun. It's on the fire team side, but it's still spending ammunition. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait on the answers to my questions and call it a night there because I am at an hour and 12 minutes. That does mean I'm leaving it in a bit of a tricky part. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a green cube on top of that to say that that's what I've still got 2 commands to spend on that, and then I've got 3rd platoon to draw a card for, and then that'll be it. It'll be general initiative then. I don't really need to we've not done any concentrated fire or grenades or rockets or anything like that. Like I say, the main goal is to just try and get one of these guys retreating, or because of the fact that it's 2 paralysed teams, I'm not going to be able to capture them unless one of them falls back, or if one of them becomes unpinned, they'll retreat back and then I'll be able to capture the other one. That's what I'm looking for. In the enemy activity, I'm looking for something like that. So I'm kind of wanting them to help me out there. If they both sit there and do no action, we are still going to have some combat against them, although we're not going to be attacking them much. And my worry is that they improve from the combat rather than it going the other way. That's what I'm concerned. And then we've only got one more turn after this. Okay, I will just leave it there, I think. It is a bit too late for me to carry on now. I'm not going to have a chance to get back tomorrow at all. Very much doubt, work-wise. Next again day, probably not either. So it might be that I'm away for a couple of days. Although I might the next again day at night. But I'll be one of the ones that'll be coming in late and probably shouldn't come up the stair and start trying to play this. Because, yeah, I've got to be careful with the end of this. I think I still do it, but you can see that things could mess me up there if they just sit there. Okay, I'll get away for now. I'll put this part together. I know it's been a bit long-winded, this, an hour and 15 minutes, and there's maybe not an awful lot happened, but that's why I try and make sure I can maybe complete this and also make the best of it as well, but maybe turn it into not as bad as I thought, which is possible still, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, right, I'll be back when I get the next chance to finish this off. Okay, cheers.